Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good on Facebook as well. By the way, if you don't follow me on Facebook, you've got to, man. Come on, you've got to. That's bare minimum. You've got to follow me on Facebook, man. Let's see. Are we live? Are we live? Are we live? This is going to be edited afterward anyway, so it's not a big deal. But I think we are actually. Let's see. Oh yeah, we are live. Didn't know that. Sorry, Facebook. I didn't even know we were live. So let's do this. Good. What is up, people? What is up, Facebook? How is everybody doing today? And I'm back, man. I'm back. Another episode of the Daily YTM show. If you don't know, by the way, you should know by now. You should have seen me in your feed. You should have seen me on Instagram. You should have heard me from the podcast. And I'm back. I'm back. And if you don't know, this is a movement I'm creating. It's called the YTM movement, You the Man. And this is a daily show whereby I come in every day and I try to share with you tips, technique, hacks, how-tos, really help you navigating through the noisy world of the fitness space, but most importantly, getting you to transform your body through your mind. So I'm your host. My name is Oli. I'm sure you've heard that before. If you're watching this show and it's the first time you're coming across me, thank you. And as usual, I welcome you with open, big biceps arms. And I'm really excited to watch you here, man. I'm really excited to be here and then really sharing the little bit that I know with you. And I hope that you're going to get value from it. And if you do actually get value from this stream, I will highly recommend that you either tag a friend, you give it a thumbs up, you share, you subscribe to the podcast as well. That will mean the world to me. Now, today's topic is pretty interesting. And something happened to me today, by the way, before we get into today's topic. Pretty much I didn't have my car with me, so I took an Uber to the gym. And usually I train very early in the morning, but again, this morning I stayed up late. I stayed up till 2 a.m. I was doing some work, so this morning I couldn't train. I ended up going to the gym around, what time was it? I think it was around like 11 o'clock. And I got an Uber, okay? So I got an Uber and then I stepped into the Uber. Usually I get into an Uber and I put my headphones on, you know, and I just zone out. I listen to a podcast, I do my things and stuff. So I got into the Uber and the guy is like, yo, are you going to the gym? I'm like, yeah, clearly that's what my destination says. And he was like, okay, so what are you doing? What are you doing in the gym? What kind of training are you doing in the gym? And I was like, well, right now I'm doing some powerlifting. And I should have never said that. I should have not told him that I was actually doing something. So the Uber driver, and I'm sure if you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen the story. The Uber driver started giving me a lesson on lifting and the techniques and what I should do to improve my lifts. So I sat down for the whole 15-minute drive. I had to listen to his bullshit pretty much, because it was bullshit what he was telling me. And by the way, respect to him though, because I did give him a 5-star review on Uber, because I think, I mean, it was a good enough chat, but it was literally just throwing garbage at me. I mean, I told him clearly that I'm doing powerlifting, and he was telling me about shortening my rest period. He was talking to me about periodization. I mean, maybe the guy knows a little bit about, you know, like the wordings and like the hard words, like all these kind of things, but you can't just like keep throwing advice like that, especially when you don't know what you're talking about, and especially when you look like shit. Sorry, but yeah, the guy was clearly overweight, and I did ask him like, okay, so you've got all this knowledge, you know, maybe you should write a book. And he's like, yeah, I should write a book actually. I was like, oh shit, what did I say that again? And he goes to me like, you know, I love the gym and all that, but I am an emotional eater. So I'm like, where is that coming from? What's the relationship between you loving the gym and then you being an emotional eater? And it came down to a point I was making a couple of podcasts ago, a couple of lives ago, when I was saying that people will always find some sort of excuses. And he was saying like, yeah, you probably don't know, but it's very hard for me because I've got a wife and kids. And I'm like, okay, I'm in the same situation as well. And he was like, well, but you don't understand because there is a lot of emotions involved. And I'm like, okay, maybe you don't want to share your shit with me. That's fine with me. Like, at the end of the day, like, I was a stranger, man. And I couldn't care less about like why you don't go to the gym, why you don't take care of yourself, and then you fat and then sitting down driving a Uber. I don't give a single fuck. You know what I mean? And I mean, fair play to Uber because I know that I think in their training, they kind of like, they ask the driver to engage with the passenger, talk to him and then make the drive pleasant. And for me, it's something like, I'm just taking Uber. Like, I'm not looking for like for a new friend or for anything like that. So that was what happened to me this morning as I was going to the gym. So in today's topic, I wanted to talk about the fact that the fitness industry is growing, and it's growing really fast, man. I mean, in the UK, the industry is worth, I think, around 4 or 5 billions, and it just keeps going up. I was in Body Power a couple of weeks ago, and the place was packed. I mean, people love fitness. It's trendy. It's chic, I would say in French. It's great. Like, everybody wants to get involved in it, and the sad reality is, despite the fact that the fitness industry is actually growing, it's getting bigger, there is more access to information than ever. Despite this, we are still unhealthy. Still, 3 out of 5 men are actually obese or overweight. So that's the reality of it. I mean, despite the fact that we've got people who are fitness influencers and they've got like literally millions of viewers, millions of followers. We've got, the industry is making money, clearly. I mean, people like me, we do sell shit. And despite that, despite all the information which is available on Google, people are still struggling. So today, obviously, after I had my interaction with my Uber driver, which was pretty funny, which was it was something I didn't see coming. So I went to the gym. Obviously, I focused on my workout, and I had a great workout, by the way. If you're not on Rise Academy, you should check out Rise Academy because the workout was absolutely dope. So you should actually check me out. The workout was great, and then I was waiting for my missus to come, and then obviously we were supposed to go somewhere, and I sat down and I was looking around, and I was looking around the gym, and literally 90% of the people in that gym, which is a commercial gym, by the way, 90% of those people had no clue what they were doing. Literally no clue. So what it is, in most commercial gyms, you will see people will just jump from machine to machine. Okay, oh yeah, there's a chest machine. Oh yeah, there's a leg machine. Oh yeah, there's a shoulder machine. Jump from machine to machine. And they literally, not only they didn't know what they were doing, because clearly you could see the way the exercise was executed in the wrong way. But on top of that, you could clearly see there was a lot of guesswork. What I mean by guesswork is, well, I go to a machine, for example, and I'm like, oh yeah, okay, that's the shoulder machine. Let me try 10 kgs, And clearly there were like well over 20-30 people in the gym. So if I take 90%, it's quite a fairly chunk. And they were just going to the machines, trying it, feeling it, guessing it, feeling it. And it got me thinking, like, here is the reason why most people are not achieving results. Here is the reason why 3 out of 5 men are still overweight and obese. Yet there are more PTs than ever. Yet there are more trainers than ever. There are more programs than ever. By the way, I've got this program for you. I'm going to talk to you about it very shortly. So stay with me. So literally, the guys were just going from machine to machines, jumping from sets to sets. In between sets, obviously, we've got to take the Instagram break, and then obviously, like, post an Instagram check, a fit check online and stuff like that. And I'm like, wow. And actually, I sat down and I look at one of those guys, and literally just went in there. First set, he did 11 reps. I counted it. I mean, this is me being noisy, but like, yeah, I counted 11 reps. Second set, he did another, I think, 10 reps. Third set, he did another 11 reps. And all those sets, by the way, they were exactly at the same weight. So I don't know what this guy's goal is, but clearly, by the look of it, he was trying to lose some fat. That was pretty obvious to me anyway. And it got me thinking, like, we've got so much information, so much support available. Like, there's a whole community online of fit pros, fitness people. And yet, You go to any commercial gym, you will have the same realization, which is pretty much, well, 90% of the people in that fucking gym have no clue what they're doing. They have no idea what they're doing. They're just going by the guesswork. Oh yeah, okay, today is chest and biceps, so I'm going to do some bench press. I'm going to guess the weight a little bit, feel it, see how I feel about it, and maybe I will progress. Maybe I will get some results. Well, I've just did 6 reps on some challenging weights, so you know what? Let me take a bit of a rest. Probably take a 10-minute rest. Go on Instagram, check the girls and stuff. So that got me thinking, man. That got me thinking, and I realized that there is so much more which can be done. There is so much more which can be done. I know the internet is kind of like a gold mine, because you've got to dig through a lot of information. You got to go through a lot of bullshit before finding the real information, the real valuable information. Think about it that way, okay? If you go to work every single day and then you drive, okay, let's assume that you drive, you got a car, you go to work every day. Chances are you're going to take the exact same route every single day. Every single day, you're just going to go, okay, I'm going left here, I'm going right here, I need to go fast here, I need to go slow here. Here there is a traffic light, here there is a speed camera. You literally know the way. You know the destination, and then you know how to get there. And your workout plan in the gym should be exactly like that. It should be that roadmap to a destination. It should be the roadmap to, like, I don't know, maybe you want to lose fat. Or it should be the roadmap to you want to gain muscle size. It should be that roadmap. And you should stay in control. What I mean by staying in control is, when you're driving your car, in the UK, most cars are actually manual. It's called a stick in the US. Most cars are manual, and you will go from first gear to second gear to third gear to fourth gear to reverse to pressing the brake. You are in control. You are in charge. And that's why I came up with this, man. That's why. Because I've got clients, obviously, who pay me to get in greater shape, to get in the best shape of their life. And when this thing happened, I was like, you know what? Let me do something, man. Let me do something. Let me try to help the world here. And I went in there, I went into my program, and I literally took out 20 weeks. 20 weeks worth of actual workouts. And these are actual workouts. Actually, I'm going to show you now. These are actual workouts. And by the way, if you listen to the podcast, I'll put a link below so you can actually go and check out what I'm talking about. I call this the workout Bible. Every client of mine is working with this document here. And this is literally 20 weeks worth of workout. Everything is laid out. Everything is written down. Everything is clear. Everything is explained. That's 4,500 hours of training. That takes the guesswork out of the equation. That takes the feeling, be like, okay, you know what? Today I'm a bit tired, so I'm going to take it easy. I'm going to be a lazy cunt. That takes all this out of the equation, and then that gives you the proven framework. Because I've done it, because my clients have done it as well, because we know this shit works. Because you know that obviously if you get rubbish information, if you get bad quality information, guess what, my friend? You will never get those results. If you get information from your Uber driver, shit will never happen for you. So again, like, the bottom line with this podcast, with this stream, first of all, you need to know where you're getting your information from. You need to make sure that this source is reliable. Something you can obviously, like, somebody or something you clearly understand, you know where they're coming from, you know, they kind of, like, they certify. I mean, being a personal trainer takes fucking 6 weeks anyway, so, like, it's not hard, it's not rocket science. I mean, and it's cheap, it's $2,000. You know, I spent 10K for a master's. So, but again, like, that's kind of like the one thing I want to leave you with is really thinking about where I get my information from. Am I in control in that journey? Okay. Or am I just going by the feel of it? Am I just doing, like, the guesswork? Or, like, you know what? Maybe this will work. Maybe it won't work. Like, no, motherfucker. Take control. Take fucking charge of your thing. You know, take charge of your life. So if you're watching this live, by the way, I've got a sick offer for you on this bad boy here. I know, like, there's a lot of ebooks, man. I mean, back in the days, I used to download so many ebooks. We got ebooks for literally everything. I had to shit, I would have a diarrhea, like literally everything. So I decided to come up with this and create an ebook version of this workout manual here, and also a physical copy. So if you like to like touch and feel things just like me, you can also get that. I've put the link up. This is literally up for sale, man, and I just wanted to give it to you literally, and this is 80% off the actual price. I mean, it's so cheap, and I'm like, there shouldn't be any excuse, because I know that I worked with some clients before, and the problem was, okay, you know what, you're a great personal trainer, but you're a bit expensive. I can't afford you, and I totally understand that. Okay, I mean, money could be a problem for some people, and when money is a problem, you're going to probably end up getting information from your Uber driver or from somebody who's got no clue what they're doing. So instead, I want to actually give this to you as a present. This is 80% off. The price is actually in British pounds. It's £7. It's fucking £7, man. Like it costs more to print that than what I'm giving it to you for. Yeah, I could have given it to you for free, but the reality is you're very likely to have at least 20 other PDF ebooks sitting in your hard drive, and you haven't done jack shit about it. So the fact that you pull out £7 is going to be like, okay, you know what? I'm kind of like committed to this shit now, and I'm going to take it to the next level. You owe yourself to grab this workout manual. Literally, you have to. And not only is it kind of like a free gift, and even if right now you've got a plan, even if right now you've got like a workout plan, something you're following, this is going to give you like alternative. Because another problem as well is, I worked with clients before when they came to me and they were like, Oli, man, I had a routine, but I got bored. If I do chest and triceps every Monday, and then back and biceps every Tuesday, and then legs and shoulder every Wednesday, and then like, I don't know, like I get bored of this shit. You know, if you get bored, this is for you. You need to actually get that workout, because things change every day. For 20 weeks, like you show up in the gym and you're like, oh shit, this is what's happening today. You know, and we need repetition. You need to keep repeating the same things over and over. In order to become a master, you need that. I totally understand. And this workout is a repetition. It's just like going from A to B, from your home to your workplace. The only difference is some days you will go really fast. Some days you will go really slow. Or some days you're going to get stuck in traffic. That's the only difference. And that's what this workout Bible, that's how I call it, the workout Bible. That's what this whole thing does for you. So do yourself a favor. Check the link in the comments, in the description, wherever you're listening to this or watching this. Grab yourself a workout manual. And yeah, guys, you've got to do this for yourself, man. Because this is enough, man. Like, come on. There's too much money in the fitness industry. People are actually selling you garbage. You clearly misinformed. You may lack the motivation, because all this, if you can't generate results, guess what will happen? You just discourage and you become an emotional eater, just like my Uber driver. So go check it out, and all the information on the website. You're going to see as well some success stories from people who actually use this resource and then actually smash their goals. Like, oh my God, you'll be surprised. You want to get strong, you want to lose weight, you want to lose fat, you want to build muscle. This is your Bible. So go grab it. Guys, that's it for me. I'll be back again today with another show delivering value to you. And please, I'm going to ask you very kindly, very nicely, please, if you enjoyed the show, and even if you haven't enjoyed the whole show, but you enjoyed just a little nugget somewhere, I will appreciate if you give this show a thumbs up. I will appreciate if you share it with a friend who could get value from this. I will appreciate even more if you subscribe to the podcast. Guys, it's been your boy Oli as usual. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.